Hi everyone, hey people, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. It's just Sunday in here, popularly known as Jay, and you're welcome to the 6th episode of the first season of the Intentional Flow podcast. First off, before we even get right into today's topic, I want to say my single Pringles, you can see we made it, right? Yes, the old pepper and all of that, we made it through February 14th. Hopefully by next year we would move from being single to being, just coupled up. If you get what I mean. Now that is if that's what you want though, because we know there are still people who are not interested in the old coupling and everything, and that's fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But anyways, happy new week, fam. I hope this previous week went well for you. I hope you achieved your goals. If not, I hope that this new week you go out there and kill it like you're meant to. Alright, so let's just jump right into today's topic, because we have something very interesting to talk about today, and that is toxic traits. Yes, today we're going to be addressing some toxic traits. In fact, we're going to be addressing in general toxic traits, but I'm going to share like 6, and I'll leave you guys to continue talking about the rest in the comment section. We all know it comes in various forms, shapes and sizes. Now, most times when we talk about toxic traits, most of us used to look for the big ones. You know, those you punching, beating someone, domestic violence. You get, like, we forget that there are a lot of subtle toxic traits that we exhibit that sometimes we don't even know. We do them unknowingly. Some of these traits, you need people around you to tell you, to point them out to you. For others, you need to sit down and do the reflection by yourself. Some of these traits we picked up while we were growing up, maybe from family, from society, from culture, and all of that. Now, the first one I'll be talking about is envy and jealousy. You're the kind of person that you get jealous, you get envious when your friends share their successes and their wins with you. You back your comments, your congratulations with negative comments. Like, you know, those subtle comments that people give attached with congratulations. If you're one of those people that do that, then that is actually a toxic trait that you need to work on. You have to be genuinely happy for people to attract happiness to yourself. You cannot attract what you are not. See, the fact that you are beefing and you're hating someone's success will not make your own success come faster. Do you understand? Like, the fact that you're hating on people's successes doesn't mean your own success will come faster. I remember back in school, I used to know this person I used to have this friend actually, who, whenever it felt like there was a threshold, there was like this point where she actually kept me on. Now, she wanted me to win, she wanted me to do well, but it felt like there was this like height that she kept me on, and if for any reason I go past that height, I'm a threat to her. So for example, she wants me to win, but she doesn't want me to do better than her. If for any reason, or if in any situation or any circumstance I do better than her, it becomes a problem. For example, if we do a test and I get a higher score than she did, like, she's going to add negative comments or congratulations. There's a difference between you thinking about something and you actually saying it. She doesn't just think it, she proceeds to actually say it, which is even way worse, because then it's like you're not even thinking of the feeling of the other person. You sound like a very bitter person when you had negative comments to your congratulations, just water down your friends or your family members' wins and successes. Yes, you're a hater, you're a bitter person, and you need to work on yourself. If you're the kind of person that you hate to see people around you win, you want to be the only one winning, then there's a problem with that. So yes, when we do a test and I get a higher score than her, there's that whole negative vibe that comes with a compliment or whatever he says, and she constantly tries to like remind me of the fact that I'm not supposed to have this, like I don't deserve this, she's supposed to be the one to have it. It happened like not once, not twice, it happened constantly. And at first I wasn't thinking too much about it, but because it became like a constant stuff, it started to actually even bother me, because when I started to feel maybe I really don't deserve it. Like, maybe this is actually the threshold where I really should actually be. Maybe I shouldn't actually be better than she is. And that's what you adding bad compliments does to people around you. You make them feel so low of themselves, and it says so much about you if that's the kind of person you are. That is actually a bad trait that you actually need to work on. The sky is big enough for everybody to win. You see that success, it go reach your turn too. Once you're consistent, you're diligent, you're hardworking, you keep going at what you do, it go reach your turn. Now, this second one is one that I know I have and I'm currently working on, and that is giving silent treatment and expecting people to read your mind. So for example, someone offends you and then you feel the need to ghost them, you feel the need to like just go quiet, go silent on them. You get like instead of you being mature to talk about it. There's a difference between you not wanting to talk about something in the particular moment when it happens, because you feel like if you talk about it, then you're going to say things that you don't mean. Now, there's a difference between you wanting to take your time, process things, relax, and be in the right frame of mind to have a discussion, and you just giving someone silent treatment. So someone offends you, the mature thing to do is talk about it. Tell them about it. Oh, you did so and so, and I don't find it cool. I don't like it. I have a problem with it. You guys should talk about it. That's the mature thing to do. Communication, communicate, have conversations. Yes, it's something I'm actually trying my best to work on. It's a toxic trait that some people have as well, where you feel like you just have to just go into that zone, that silent zone, and give people silent treatment. People are no mind readers. They don't know what's in your mind. Someone might offend you unknowingly. They don't know that they've offended you, and you are busy titling things to your chest. You're not talking about it. You're the one who is having headache and having sleepless nights. The person is sleeping and enjoying themselves because they did not know that they've offended you. Yes, if you don't open your mouth and talk, they don't know. There's a difference between you telling someone that they offended you and they not taking actions to correct it, apologize, and all of that, and you not telling someone. If you tell them and they did not apologize, and that's a different scenario. But you're not talking about it and expecting them to read your mind and find out and just know automatically what's wrong with you. It's something I feel like a lot of we females do. Learn to communicate, learn to talk about your feelings. If someone offends you, you have every right to express yourself and talk about things. You not talking about it is a toxic trait that you need to actually work on. Now, the next toxic trait I want to talk about is you not respecting differences. Now, we are all from different cultural backgrounds, different societal values, different morals. Do you get we all have different opinions on stuff, and that's fine. Now, if you're one person that you believe you are always right and you should always be right, there is a toxic trait that you need to work on. You can't always be right. There are times you would actually be wrong, and you need to be matured enough to admit. Yes, it takes a certain level of maturity to get to that stage where you can apologize for being wrong. So if you're one of those people that you feel like you know everything and you're always right, you're always wanting to impose your decision, you're always wanting to impose your thoughts and your beliefs on people, your spiritual thoughts, your thoughts on spirituality, your thoughts on morals, your thoughts on everything, you shall want to be right in every single way. It's actually a toxic trait that you need to work on. I know a lot of real females, again, we have this in us. We always believe that we are right. There's this female intuition and all of that. Since you're always right, you offend people. And so you should learn to actually take corrections. You should learn to actually apologize. If you're one of those people that don't know how to apologize, then that is another toxic trait that you need to work on. When you offend people and you know you've offended people, they make it clear to you that you've offended them. The best and the next thing to do is actually say sorry. Now, this is also something I've actually had to work on, saying sorry, because I also was of that opinion that I'm always right. No, you're not always right. You can be wrong too, and that's fine. That's what makes you human. So someone offends you and then you stop talking to them, you stop responding to their texts, you stop responding to their chats, you start making them question themselves without telling them what they did wrong. Now that's you giving the silent treatment and you're expecting people to read your mind. You need to stop. It's immature. The next toxic trait I want to talk about is pessimistic. Being pessimistic. Yes, you're the kind of person that the cup is always half empty for you. It's never half full. You are always seeing the negative aspect of everything. Someone tells you something, you're always quick to pick out the negative part of it. So you're never always happy for people. You're always never seeing the good part of it. And because of this, people start to avoid you. Because it's a toxic trait. Yes, I can't be sharing my good news with you. I need to always be happy for me. You are trying to tell me the negative part of it. Okay, sis. Or I'm trying to tell you an idea. People bring ideas to you. Your friend tell you about an idea, and you're quick to just water down the idea with negative comments, negative statements. Do you understand? Everything about you is just negative. You only see the negative aspect of things. You never see the positive aspect of things. Sis, bro, it's a problem. Yes, if you're a pessimist, it's a problem. Yes, people try to make excuses for stuff like this, what if something goes wrong? We're just trying to sis, why can't you just be happy? Why can't you just be positive and let's just be optimistic and believe that things are actually going to go well? Why is it you that always have to be a pessimist? Why is it you that always have to see the negative stuff in things? Being a pessimist is actually a toxic trait that you need to work on if you're on that table. Alright, so the last toxic trait I'm going to talk about on this episode is you giving unsolicited advices, comments, especially negative ones, to people. You're that kind of person that you are always the one that gives negative comments, negative advices to people. So you're the kind of person who is quick to talk to people about their body size, who is quick to body shame. You're the kind of person that go on people's pages talking about their looks, their facial features, commenting about their walks. You get the person that just go on people's pages and you just give unsolicited advice. They did not ask you, but you shall want to talk, and your own talking is not always positive, it's always negative. Do you understand? Someone will post a picture, you're the first person to know that the person is pregnant, so you're always the one to help them spread their news before they decide to spread the news. That's a toxic trait, and you actually really need to work on it. If people did not ask you for advice, my sister, zip it. It means they don't want your opinion. That's why they did not ask you. It's as simple as that. The first thing to actually do to change is actually realize that you actually have this trait in you. Then start making conscious efforts to work on them. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys learned one or two things. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section. What are the toxic traits that you know people exhibit? Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share this episode. Someone else might need it. You can help someone drop that toxic trait by sharing this particular podcast with them. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a lovely week. Bye.